Hello everyone and welcome to my January favourites 2016. Didn't actually finish all my favourites last year, got a bit messy around Christmas, November time. Didn't really like anything and yeah, stopped doing it. So I was so close to a year, but here we go. 2016 is a new year. New year, new favourites videos. Yay. So, it's about 7 o'clock in the evening on the 31st of January, which means I'm trying to hopefully edit this and upload it while washing my uniform, making lunch and having a shower. But let's get straight to it. On the 1st of January 2016, my mummy gave me this jar. So basically she's put a quote on it. I don't know if it's a quote, I don't know if everybody else got the same quote, but I'll read it out to you. It says, "Love what you see in the mirror. Make this time for creativity. Never say no to adventure. Eat more green food. Buy less. Choose well. Be kind to strangers. Give the present of presents. Learn from others. Embrace simplicity." So her idea is that for 2016, my name on it, her idea is for 2016, anything good, anything positive, anything that made you happy, we're to write it in a little note and put it in, and then on New Year's Eve next year when we all come together again, we are going to read them, or read some of them at least. So yeah, I've got a few in here. I actually have a little notebook that is actually one of my favourites as well, and I have been writing in a few things that I still haven't ripped out and put in, but I think it's a really cute idea. I love that all of us are doing it, and even when I go to Flora's house I see she's still filling in hers. Lily's definitely done some of hers, and actually Mum is the worst. Mum's got nothing in hers yet, but yeah. And if any of you wanted to start doing them, I just think it's a really good way to try and be positive more. January is literally the month. The 1st of January is the day, the month, the year, or the beginning of the year that everybody starts to do healthy eating. Now I try and do this pretty much all the time and I'm not very good at it. But this month I've been trying really hard with trying to lose weight, being more conscious of healthy eating. Not so much on food, I don't know how to describe it. I've just been trying to make healthier choices rather than like not having as much, or not having like cutting stuff out completely. So yeah, I've been following this girl. She's from where I live at home, Connemara. Her name is The Health Nut on Instagram, and I really like following her account. Just some of her, I don't know, it's a bit of inspiration, some of her posts and things. So she talks about the Quest bars. She seems to be taking them. They're like a protein bar. And when I was doing Weight Loss Motivational, which I thought was pretty good for a while, until like when you actually needed a motivation, they was just saying the same things over and over to you. You actually had protein bars in between your meals, and I found that stopped my hunger, or like my like hypos, like really needing like going low in sugar and then going into an absolute rage. I felt that protein bars really helped. So Porrick bought me a box of these cookies and cream Quest bars. Now I don't really like them, but when they're microwaved they're pretty good, and also whoop, they really help me when I'm coming home from work. So say like after I've had lunch, which is usually 1 o'clock at work, and then when I'm driving home about 5:45, I am in an absolute rage and I'm like, I don't care about dieting anymore, I just need to get something. So something that's helping me doing this healthy eating is this book. It is The Happy Pair by Stephen and David Flynn. Basically they're two lads from Greystones. They were your typical run-of-the-mill kind of lads, rugby, drinking, and then one day they kind of just stopped drinking because they were running a marathon or something, and then they went traveling, became vegetarians. They started up their own kind of little shop and cafe. So, oh, something weird is happening. Oh no, it's focusing on their faces. That's so cute. I can notice their faces. So basically, yeah, they've got this little recipe book. My mum actually did their Happy Heart or Healthy Heart thing online maybe 2 years ago. Her cholesterol was sky high and she didn't want to go on tablets or anything for it, and she did this and brought it right down, and it was incredible. We have just been doing dinner after dinner after dinner from this book. Next up is this little book. It's a tiny notebook. I got it from Lidl actually. It was about €3 or €4. Just got all these little like little pheasants and stuff on them, and it's just plain lined paper in it. And yeah, so it goes to the Woodland Charity Trust, and I just love it. I think it's so cool. It reminds me of Danny the Champion of the World with all the pheasants on it. It was a Roald Dahl book, if you haven't read it. And that reference means nothing. Another favourite of mine is my ebook. Well, not specifically my ebook, but what I'm reading at the moment, which is the books All Creatures Great and Small by James Herriot. So I think he was actually a real life vet, but he writes a lot about his time becoming a vet in God only knows where. Is it Yorkshire or somewhere? But I just find them really interesting. This is my second time reading them. I'm not big into animals. I know I live on a farm, but really, really good. Definitely try and read them. They're just really funny, and they're very, even though you think, oh, vets, farms, no, that's not for me. It's just, I really like them. I really like the way he writes. So this book featured in my what I got for Christmas, and it's featuring here as well in my January favourites, because in a segue, or whatever it's called, it has helped me plan out a lot of my trips. And my January favourite trip this year was Amsterdam. So I went to Amsterdam on the 22nd of January with my friend Roisin, who I trained with in nursing. We actually stayed on a houseboat. We got it through Airbnb. We were there for 5 nights, 4 days. No, 4 nights and 5 days, whatever the way it is. Amsterdam was beautiful. I really loved it. It was like busy but quiet. Like there seemed to be a lot of people around, but say you were walking down a street, you weren't pushing into anybody, people weren't pushing into you. There wasn't just, I don't know, maybe it was a good time that we went in January, but I really loved it. We went and saw the Van Gogh Museum, the Rijksmuseum, loads of different things, and I just really enjoyed it. It was a really chilled out time, and it has made me just want to travel a hell of a lot more. This is a little postcard that I bought for Tilly. Tilly likes to have postcards from every country that any of us go to visit, so we bring one back for her. Well, we usually send them, but I'm always too busy to go and look for a post office. Moving on to two kind of like beauty things is my John Frieda Sheer Blonde Color Renew shampoo and conditioner. So these are amazing because I went blonde around Christmas time. I'm definitely going to try and go like a bit whiter, although I know I'm looking a bit green in this. I'm looking very green. This is bloody light. Anyway, it's much lighter than this. Go check my Instagram for proper pictures, but this stuff is helping it not go green. So yes, it's really, really good. When I bought it, I was like, that's a lot of money for what doesn't look like a lot, because when you get those other big pots of shampoo, you're like, this is going to last me for ages. But this has lasted me for ages, and nobody's been stealing it, which is good. And my practical favourite of the month. I have, this is kind of really boring, but it's been one of my favourites, so I'm gonna put it in. So basically, my feet are fucked. They're really, really sore from nursing. They're really shitty. I have like heel spurs, Achilles tendonitis, all this jazz. So my physio in work bought me these. Basically they're like orthotics for my feet. I'm sure some podiatrists could tell me what they probably are. They're like an insole for my shoe, and it helps push my arch the other way, because I kind of walk like a duck. I walk like this, so it's slowly pushing my feet like this, and it's really helping. I'm able to stand up and not be in pain, so that definitely counts as a January favourite. Yes guys, I hope I will be uploading more regularly in February and for the rest of 2016. January's been a bit of a chilled out month. Not really chilled out, I haven't been doing anything or planning anything, but I've kind of just been like, I don't know what to do. I think my content is crap. So yeah, I'm gonna really try. I know I've said that in bloody every video I've ever done, and now the camera's shaking. Anyway, hope you guys had a lovely January. Thank God it's over. Hooray for the rest of the year. That miserable month is done. And bye. Bye.